Hi, Mike.
Hi, Dave.
What's your full name, Mike?
Michael J. Laycock, Prevention Assistant.
And you work here at Jacasa in
Yes.
Batavia, New York.
Yes.
And I was wondering if you could tell us a bit about the Victim Impact Panel that you are the coordinator of.
Well, the Victim Impact Panel it's a offshoot of the MAD program originally, and it involves people who have been convicted of driving while under the influence offenses in 3 counties, Genesee, Orleans, and Wyoming. And we have monthly programs for those people. We average 20 to 30 people a month, and all of our panel members have either been victims themselves of drunk driving crashes, or they have relatives who were victims of drunk driving crashes. And our purpose is to convince people not to drink and drive.
Do you think it's effective?
I think it's very effective. It's one of the few programs that's been found to be effective, especially with repeat offenders and chronic DWI offenders.
Now, how often does a panel meet?
We meet once a month, the 4th Tuesday of each month, and we're located at the Batavia City Hall in the 2nd floor council chambers.
And people have to pre-register though, right? They can't just walk in.
Right. Pre-register. We prefer by the Friday before the panel.
And how would they go about registering?
Usually the persons who send them are either town or county justice, or the Genesee Justice Program here in Batavia, or a probation officer. And they'll be referred, usually as part of their sentence, they'll have to complete a victim impact panel.
And is there a cost to this?
Yes, there's a $40 fee, which is turned over into Stop DWI programs.
Uh-huh. And if they wanted more information, can they call you?
Yes, they
Yep.
can contact me at 815-1874.
That's area code 585
Correct.
815
1874.
1874. I think you have email too, don't you?
Yes, M. Laycock, MLAYCOCK @jacasa.org.
All right, good. How long have you been the coordinator of the panel?
Oh, a little over a year now. I took over when Lonnie Carroll left, who happens to be one of our panel presenters, and she went on to a full-time job in Livingston County, and I took over about April or May of '07.
So usually on the panel you have what, 2 or 3 speakers?
2 or 3 speakers, and it lasts about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and it includes a questionnaire at the end,
Uh-huh.
so people can comment on what they got out of the program and how they might suggest that we could improve it.
Uh-huh.
And in general, we get very positive comments about the content of the panel.
It's got to be a pretty moving thing to sit there and hear how DWI deaths and injuries have affected people, huh?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
And you hear a little bit different, even though some of our panel presenters are there quite regularly, you hear a little bit different part of the story each time. Things that come back to them, even though it may have been several years since their relatives were killed.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much for taking the time to give me this interview. The Victim Impact Panel is once a month, last Tuesday of every month.
4th Tuesday of each month.
Or I should say 4th Tuesday, at the City Center on Main Street in Batavia, New York.
Main Street, across the side street from Wendy's restaurant.
Right. And if people want more information, they could call you, Mike Laycock, at 585-815-1874.
7-4.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.